Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome. This is your weekly love reading for this week of January 2nd to the 7th. Stick around towards the end, Leo. I will be getting each zodiac signs, feelings, and actions towards you for the week. So let's get started into it and see what's going on in your vibes. How are things doing? What is coming your way? What does Spirit want you to be aware of? First card out is Fresh Start. So this is a very, very strong indication of a totally new cycle in your love life. A fresh start. A possible absolutely new person coming in here for you. But some of you may actually hear those exact words this week where someone wants to have a fresh start with you, Leo. We also have lessons, beautiful. And we have admired. Ooh, so someone is adoring you, admiring you this week very, very strongly here, Leo. It looks like you have completed a lesson in your love life. A lot of you have completed this lesson recently or absolutely right now, and it looks like as you have completed a lesson, there is a beautiful new start coming your way. And this new start is connected to you feeling adored, to you feeling admired, to you feeling acknowledged by this person more. So if you are in a relationship, I definitely feel like there's a new cycle birthing for the two of you. You may start getting a lot more of this person's attention and admiration. They may actually start telling you more and how they feel towards you. Others of you, I feel like I get secret admirer energy, but I don't necessarily feel like they're that secret. I kind of feel like there's a slight awareness of this person, but I definitely do feel like for a lot of you, there could be a new love coming in, especially with Fresh Start being your first card out, especially here with lessons as well. This card is showing me that you have learned a very specific soul lesson connected to your love life. So let's see. First card out is Master with the Devil. So it looks like a lot of you have finally slayed the dragon, finally fought those demons. Whatever lesson that you have just learned is divinely connected to unhealthy habits, unhealthy people with the devil here. So it looks like you are no longer in that energy of letting those types of bad energies and unhealthy people have access to you. Some of you are releasing bad habits within yourself, trust issues, abandonment issues. I feel like with the fact that you have lessons and the devil being the first card, this is showing me that this was a hard lesson to learn, you know? Someone actually commented something on this channel, and I thought it was an interesting way to word it. And someone said, leave it up to me, or leave it up to whatever, to love something that's bad for me. I feel like for some of you, I feel like for a lot of you, you're coming out of that. And you're realizing that loving people or things that weren't good for you was showing you what areas that you needed to love yourself more. So I get a really big self-love lesson. You have embraced, there it is. This is the world right underneath lessons. So you've learned something. You have. And you know, there's one thing when you learn energy, and there is another thing when you actually put what you've learned into action. It looks like for a lot of you, you've not only received the knowledge around your love life, but you're actually putting it into energy in action-oriented ways of free will. And that's what's moving around your reality. And we have confront with the moon. Okay, so now that confront is underneath admired, there could be a slight secretive energy around you, but for some reason, I feel like your intuition will tell you. So I do get a prediction of secret admirer energy for you this week, but for some reason, I feel like your intuition is picking up on this person already somehow. You know, some of you only feel like you're into someone because you're picking up on their thoughts of being into you. That could happen. So let's clarify this here for you, Leo. It definitely looks like you are stepping more into the unknown. It looks like whatever you have let go of inside of you or let go of outside of you in terms of love, it is setting you up for a much better path, a much better fresh start. A start that isn't so hurtful or difficult and or what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say hard to deal with. I feel like for a lot of you, you may have had some love cycles or love situations or actual people that were just like, they just made it difficult to deal with them. You know, like there's just people like that. Like they just want to make it hard for other people. It's like they have this weird indication where they want to see you work for it, but it's not in a healthy way. 6 of Pentacles, Temperance, beautiful. 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're walking away from something. You've learned a really big lesson here, Leo. And with Temperance clarifying the world, whatever is coming next for you in this fresh start, this new person, this new cycle for your relationship, it's going to be better than you've ever experienced before. This is a love. This is a person. This is a type of cycle that takes power. And a lot of the times, as humans, we get so stuck that we don't walk away from things that no longer serve us inside or outside of us. But you've learned a lesson here, Leo. A lot of you have learned to release people that breadcrumb you or release people that just give you the bare minimum. Because I'm hearing releasing the bad. You know, they talk too fast. You know that quote that's not all attention is good attention? It's like there could have been a very toxic energy inside of you or in another person to where you just felt like getting that person's attention was enough for that moment. But then when things moved down the line, it was like, all right, well, did they just want my attention back for their own ego stroke? It's like you're realizing that not all attention is good attention. Because I feel like for some of you, you were getting attention from quite toxic people. And when you are in this energy with toxic people, it feels good for a moment, but it never lasts. And I feel like you're learning that lesson where what's good for a moment if it is going to risk your mental or emotional health. So let's clarify. 2 of Wands, 8 of Wands, the Sun. Your possible challenge this week is the Page of Swords. So you're still learning. Right? You have taken the knowledge, you have put it in reality, and you're still working with it. And that could be challenging for some of you with the Page of Swords, because when you learn lessons and you put them into your reality, you're like, okay, I want to see movement right away. But with Temperance to the 8 of Wands, Spirit is like, hey, movement's going to come from this. But sit in the energy of the completion. The fresh start is coming. The expansion is coming. High indication of conversations here. I feel like there is going to be a conversation where someone does spill the beans in how they are interested in you. Your advice is the 10 of Swords. So let the completion happen. There you go. And your outcome is the 6 of Swords. So you're definitely moving on from something that was holding you back as a whole, or something that was holding the relationship back as a whole, or something that was just holding your love life back. You have 8 here as well. Pay attention to the number 8. You have really strong Leo energy as well as Sagittarius. But I definitely feel like your love life is going to take off, or a relationship is going to take off. And I'm telling you, with Temperance to the 8 of Wands, it looks like it's going to take off in a way that you haven't experienced this before. It's either like you haven't connected to somebody who is like emotionally intuitive, or you have never connected to this person in this way where you two actually talk about your issues and not argue with each other, but like compromise. It looks like there's going to be a conversation that happens with this new person or with your person that really shows you that this is a new playing field, that this is something that's different, that this is a type of energy or person that you have yet to experience. Because with the Sun here, with the 8 of Cups to the Sun, you are walking right to more happiness. Whatever you are releasing, or whomever you have released, you are walking right towards the Sun, right towards your ruling planet, right towards the light. And for a while, it could have taken you a moment to confront these feelings, or to confront what needed to change inside of you. Because a lot of the times, it's not necessarily the people that we are choosing or the type of energy we are choosing to live out. It is, why do we feel the need to choose that person? We always put it on the other end. Well, not always, but when the unevolved emotional state always blames the other individual. It's like, well, if you weren't that way, I wouldn't be so mad. And it was like, okay, well, then if that person is that way and they're making you mad, then what about you is making you stay with this person who pisses you off every day? So it looks like it's not about the you any longer. You're turning your situation around to be about the I. And when you speak in the I form, where it's about how you feel, oppose what they're doing, and oppose what you can do about it on your own, that's when things change. Because, you know, the more you tell someone that you want them to change, the more they're just not going to do it. You know, how many times do people don't do something because they feel obligated to do it, and it makes them in turn not want to do it? You know, that's just human psychology or something. I don't know why people are like that. Look, I went to school for psychology at first because I wanted to understand why people were how they were. But yeah, I don't mess with school. School is just too much for me. I can't handle it. So let's clarify your row over here, because I see you moving towards more beautiful energies, and I feel like there's a prediction of a conversation happening. It is connected to Temperance, so I feel like you may see some movement of this new energy and admiration towards you throughout the week. And I feel like through the end of the week, there could definitely be some sort of conversational energy that takes off. But I want to clarify your challenge, your advice, and your outcome. Your challenge with the Page of Swords is the Wheel of Fortune. Let yourself learn the things that need to be learned. Yes, I understand. You have these new downloads and you're like, all right, I learned it. Let's see the movement. Spirit's like, hey, Wheel of Fortune is here. The movement will happen. Keep your listening and your learning eyes open and ears open, and you'll be fine. Your advice with the 10 of Swords is strength. There you are, Leo. Your advice is to let things go inside of you. Let things go outside of you. No matter what this is, you are becoming stronger. Because this lesson is divinely connected to you taming and not being fazed by toxic any longer. Whether it be the toxic inside of you or the toxic outside of you. Some of you, it's been both. And on the 6 of Swords as your outcome, where are you moving to? The 7 of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like for a lot of you Leos, you're moving into a sense where you feel like the possibilities are a lot more endless than you thought they were. I feel as though I keep hearing you've never experienced this before. So there is going to be something that someone does towards you, or something that someone says towards you, or something that your partner does or says towards you around this time that is something that you haven't experienced before. And it looks like with your outcome, it actually opens up a part of your brain that is able to fantasize and imagine more. So this feels slightly channeled, but I'm hearing that some of you have not been able to like envision love or envision good things. I feel like for some of you, you may have been really, 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 really skilled in envisioning the worst case scenario. I almost feel like for a lot of you, your outcome is not only healing and moving forward, but I get that you're going to be able to envision things again or imagine things again, but not in the necessarily route of bad. It's like you're finally able to imagine good things happening for you again. This is an interesting channeled message because I don't really get things. I mean, I do get things connected to the mind. But this is interesting. It's almost like they're telling me that some of you were just not able to imagine things. It was like there was like an imagination block. It's like for years you were only able to envision the worst between you and this person, and now you're able to imagine more positive things. It's like there's something happening to your mental and emotional position here to where I just hear you're able to imagine more positive things. Some of you may even fantasize about this person here, or you're able to fantasize more, or you're just able to fantasize in general. Our imaginations and our envisioned energies are really big in connection to being in alignment with energy as well as manifestations. So I feel like for a lot of you, ooh, now we have 888. Y'all pay attention to the eights. For sure. I'm not sure why I'm getting that, but you're going to be able to like fantasize about this new person, or you're going to be able to fantasize about where this connection is headed now. There's something that was like blocking your imagination, which could have definitely been this devil energy. Since he's out, that gives me an indication that there was a block, whether a mental block, physical block, emotional block, financial. So that's what I have here for you, Leo. Pretty interesting. In terms of zodiac signs here, you have really strong Leo. You have Capricorn, you have Sagittarius, you have Pisces. So now we're going to look into the second half of this reading, all the way from Aries to Pisces. Each zodiac sign's feelings and actions towards you for the week. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind with this portion as well. And here we go. We have Aries. I replay our conversations over and over, and the Knight of Wands. So I feel like Aries is highly interested in you. I feel like they are definitely reminiscing over the things that you two have spoken about and or shared with each other. If Aries has been inconsistent, I definitely feel like they're consistent. Their energy is coming back into your life. I definitely feel like if you haven't heard or seen an Aries with this Knight of Wands, they're definitely coming back in with some more of their time and attention. Next up is Taurus. I want to feel that way again, and the Four of Cups. So Taurus is feeling ignored by you. They're feeling like they're not necessarily getting exactly what they want from you here. So I definitely feel like either they feel rejected or ignored, and they want to feel not rejected or ignored by you. But with the Four of Cups, I don't necessarily feel like they know exactly what to do about that to feel better about this. Next up is Gemini. I wish I had treated you better, and the Five of Cups. So Gemini is feeling pretty depressed, pretty down here about this connection. They wish they had treated you better, and I definitely feel like they are feeling depressed about it. Some of you may also feel sad over this Gemini with the Five of Cups. Definitely looks like it didn't reach your expectations. Four of Wands. So it looks like you could have been in a relationship with a Gemini, or you are in one, and they are just not necessarily treating you up to par or haven't. Next up is we have Cancer. You came closer than anyone, and the Three of Cups. So I definitely feel like Cancer is continuously interested in dating you. They are indicating that you got closer than anyone else has. But I definitely feel like they're keeping it on this dating level for now. A lot of you could hear from a Cancer. Could be strong indication of reconciliation with that Three of Cups. Next is Leo. You don't know how hard it was to let you go, and the King of Cups. So I feel like Leo is still emotionally tied to you here. I feel like despite the distance that you two have, whether it be physical, mental, or not necessarily talking, I still feel like they have feelings for you here. Seven of Swords, yeah. All right, so Leo's definitely hiding their feelings. They may have made it easy to not talk to you or easy to not necessarily be in this, but I don't necessarily feel like they're having the greatest time. I feel like they're avoiding their feelings for you, and they definitely still have them strongly. Next up is Virgo. We will be together again, and the Six of Swords. Could be strong distance here between you and Virgo. They are definitely indicating that you two will be together again, that you two will definitely find a moment to heal. Possibly there's just a long distance connection here, but they definitely want to have healing. King of Swords. I get that Virgo kind of like acts like they don't care, even though they like actually do. But they are indicating you two will be together again in some way, shape, or form. Next up is Libra with You Speak to Me Through Music and the Nine of Swords. So Libra's stressing out over this connection. You could also be overthinking a Libra as well. Let's see, the Page of Cups. It looks like they will be reaching out to you here. Page of Cups energy for me is kind of like, it could be like a text message, but a very short, worded one. Page of Cups for me is also like a friend request on social media. So they may try to like slowly or somehow, some way contact you. Next up is we have Scorpio. I feel you even though we are apart, and the Ten of Swords could be an ending here between you and Scorpio, or something that happened that changed things. Ace of Cups. So I feel like Scorpio is still interested in you. This type of combination does very much connect to your theme cards here. So if you are still with a Scorpio and or meeting a new Scorpio, I definitely feel like there is love after an ending, or love after learning some lessons here. So if you two had a ending to a cycle, I definitely feel like there's a new cycle for you in Scorpio, and they're offering you love. Some of you could just be meeting a new Scorpio. Next up is Sagittarius. I look for you everywhere, and the Page of Wands. All right, so Sagittarius definitely interested in showing you interest this week. They look for you everywhere. Possibly they feel like they'll run into you somehow, some way. Possibly you two are in the same area as each other sometimes throughout the week or the day. But they definitely feel and hope that they'll run into you somehow. With the Page of Wands, they're definitely reaching out to you somehow, some way, text message. They could also try to flirt with you here this week, or just try to charm you in some way. Page of Wands is definitely someone initiating interest, but it's in a passionate way. They are a fire sign, so there you go, fire. Next up is we have Capricorn. Just being near you is intoxicating, and the Seven of Wands. Could be dealing with a defensive Capricorn, or a Capricorn who's choosing their battles here. Page of Wands. Okay, I'm sorry, Page of Swords. You know, Capricorn's being a little bit weird towards you. It's like they're being defensive towards the connection, but they have questions for you. So it's like, this is what I feel with this. It's like, okay, I want to be near Leo. I'm going to ask how they're doing, but I'm not going to answer them when they respond back to me. Yeah, that's what I get with that. So, I don't know. They're like stalking you, though. So, but Seven of Wands and the Page of Swords is not the greatest combination. That's exactly what I explained is exactly how I feel towards that. It's kind of like, hey, Leo, how are you? And you're like, hey, I'm doing great. How are you? And they leave you on red. It's like, okay. Okay, next up is we have Aquarius. I wish I could share my good news with you, and the Nine of Pentacles. So Aquarius is very interested in sharing something with you, the world. Possibly they are not wanting to be single anymore. You could be dealing with an Aquarius who feels like they're finally ready to be in something, or possibly Aquarius is finally single and they want to tell you. So if an Aquarius was in a different relationship, they may come around telling you that they're single now, and or they may definitely be in a position of wanting to share some good financial news with you. That could be. Or they could be moving and they want to share something with you. Next and lastly, we have Pisces. I know I was a distraction from your pain and the Five of Pentacles. It does look like Pisces could be leaving this connection out somehow. You may be feeling abandoned by a Pisces, slightly confused, up in the air of how this will be going, the sun. So it looks like there's going to be some clarity here coming from Pisces of where this is going. So it looks like this week Pisces will somehow restore clarity to this connection. They feel like there's a very high possibility they were a distraction for something that you were going through. So possibly they decide to shed some light on the whys here of what happened or why they decided to turn away. So let's make sure everyone's out here for you, Leo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, Leo, this is what we have here for you for the first week of January. Happy 2024 and also happy January. Leo Plus for January will start tomorrow. So if you are interested in a reading that is individualized for each and every one of these zodiac signs for December, do not forget to subscribe and ring that bell to all so you get alerted of the Leo Plus for January that you are waiting on. And also check the community page. If this reading is out, that means that I have already chosen the winner for the December giveaway. And we'll be posting what January is within the next week or two. So it gives you guys time to enter. Because for December, I tried to give you all the extra day of New Year's Day. But yeah, I'm going to give January a bit of a longer time for you to enter to win that one. And our January giveaway is actually Leo art that was, drawn and colored by one of our Leo subscriber family members. So shout out to Kelsey. Thank you so much. In a week or so, I will be posting it so y'all can enter to win Kelsey's Icy Lion drawing giveaway. Also, she did throw in some cute little Leo bracelets, and I will be throwing in my extra goodies as well. So thank you, Kelsey, for drawing some beautiful Leo for this channel, beautiful lion for this channel. I want to show y'all it right now, but then I don't because I want it to be a surprise so y'all can all see it when I post it for the giveaway to enter to win it. But I'll put it at the end of one of the next readings just to show, and then I'll post it. So, thank you, my beautiful, wonderful Leos. Have a great week ahead. I'll talk to all of y'all very soon. I'm back and settled in this room again, so your regular scheduled readings will be going out. Dailies will be coming back. Sorry for them missing for a bit, but they will return. Thank you, my beautiful, wonderful Leos. Bye now.